What's poppin', everybody? This is Saber054, gonna be showcasing our first deck now that Twilight Masquerade has come out. I'm late a few days to show you guys a new deck and matches because of the glitch for Pokemon TCG Live. I'm sure you must be aware if you play TCG Live. It said a lot of us got affected. I don't know if it's everybody, but I was certainly affected. But anyway, they fixed it for now. I got the chance to build this new deck and play a bunch of matches with it. And it is going to be, I call it Raikou Mask, but it's basically combining the Rage and Bolt EX, the Giraffe Raikou, with the new Teal Mask Ogerpon EX, which is kind of like an Ogremon variant of the Digimon, if you guys know. So I built a deck fully centered around this guy, just a bunch of grass Pokemon, you know, Wuchien EX, Gardenia, just going that route. And utilizing his ability, of course, to accelerate grass energies. But it just didn't work out. I just kept losing. Things kept going wrong. The problem is that this guy just dies too easy with 210. It's just too easy for other Pokemon to kill him. You have to put like the tool to boost his HP, and I couldn't find space to do that. But paired up with this Raikou, they can make a really deadly combination, facilitating energies for this guy and draw power. And you have a pretty consistent deck, I want to say. Now, the card numbers for this deck are going to be very, very delicate because you need to run a lot of different stuff, and you also have to run 3 types of basic energies. So definitely delicate stuff, but it's proven to be very strong when you make it work in. I didn't really have too many problems consistency-wise. It just puts in work. So basic stuff, we max out the Rage and Bolt. If you guys don't know, this guy's main attraction is the Bellowing Thunder. You discard any amount of basic energies attached to all of your Pokemon, and you can do a lot of damage. 70 multiplier is good. It's just gonna work out with any basic energy that you can discard. So that's why it pairs up with Ogerpon. We got all of the ancient cards to help him out, basically. Sada giving that energy acceleration too. The capsule boosting its already high HP. No weakness, Dragon Pokemon. You can't really go wrong with this guy. Then we do 3 of the Teal Mask Ogerpon. Another very good card. Not yet for its own deck, but partnered up with this guy is very good. Myriad Leaf Shower is a good enough attack. It's going to do 30 damage plus 30 more for each energy attached to both active Pokemon. So essentially what you're doing is you're doing 120 for 3, and then any energy on your opponent's Pokemon, you get plus 30 more. So they got 1 that's 150, they got 2 that's 180. It's alright, but Teal Dance is the thing that really makes this work. You can attach a basic grass energy from your hand with this effect. So you get this and you can still manually attach an energy. And then you draw a card while you do that. So it is definitely like a more consistent Claydol. You just get energies this way. And you draw cards too, just a basic Pokemon. Running 3 instead of 4 because we're not gonna have all 3 of them on the bench. Most of the time you're probably just gonna have 2, and I need space for other stuff. I do have the 1 Sandy Shock CX2. Some people might want to run more than 1, but I don't really see the point. I guess if you really have the luxury, you can do 2. Your opponent needs to get a few prizes for this guy to be able to start working. And if you want to have an early, consistent fast start where you can use everybody, then you want to be able to use this guy too to get energies if you have him down. So just 1 of this guy. He gets the energy from the discard pile, so I guess we don't have to worry about having it in hand like Ogerpon. But yeah, just 1 copy should be okay. It's an ancient Pokemon too, so it's something else that I can possibly use to attack. 200 for 3, just solid. And you can put energies with this, with Sada, on this guy using Sada. So 1 of this guy, these are the main Pokemon, and everybody else is basically for support. I mean, even this guy, these guys are support, but they can attack too. You can attack with Ogerpon. There's a lot of key Pokemon weak to grass, like Charizard and Roar and Moon. So if they got a bunch of energies on, you put a bunch of energies on this guy and attack them, it should be pretty good, getting 1 AKO this way too. Okay. Radiant Pokemon of choice is going to be a Radiant Greninja. Makes perfect sense. This card is amazing in so many decks that just want to discard energies, and everything is just so turbo these days. Yu-Gi-Oh style. So many decks are Yu-Gi-Oh style at this point. But we discard our lightning and fighting energies, get them back with Sada. Maybe you might even discard grass energies, who knows. And then I got the double Luminian V. So this makes sense because we want a consistent way to get Sada at any time we need it, which is going to be most of the time. So this is in here for sure. It can be a liability, but it's good. It's a water Pokemon though, so I can get it with Irida, and as a V Pokemon too. It's something that I can just use, get a supporter, and then you also got the tablet stone thing, and you get a free card that way from the deck too. Utilize the V-Star effect we got in the game. And then the last Pokemon is this Flutter Mane. It might seem random, but basically just in the off chance I play against some kind of a deck that uses Mimikyu as a wall, we need an out. This is going to be a sufficient enough out. If you open with it, it can slow down the opponent too. A decent little opening Pokemon, I guess. And is an ancient Pokemon too, so we can't put energies on it with Sada. So I felt this is the best option. Maybe there's a few other options too, but it can use any energy too. So it's just too flexible, I want to say, for our purposes. So just two of this. Most of the time what you're going to be doing is just not playing it down and just discarding it. But I want to have two, so I got some options. Now then, for trainers, and these are all basic Pokemon too, just 13 basics. We don't need to run evolution Pokemon, so we get a lot of space. And we're not going to mulligan a lot too with so many basics, which is great. Now for trainers, we run some standard stuff, max out the nest balls to get our big basic Pokemon. Got triple Ultra Ball, even though I don't run evolution Pokemon. This is a discard outlet, and the other method to get Pokemon basically. Maybe even get Luminion, you never know. So that's that. I max out the Earthen Vessel as well. This is self-explanatory too, I want to say. Gather those valuable energies, discard outlet. I mean, we run 3 different types of basic energies. You know, we need 2 for our attacker, and we need grass for Ogerpon. So this is obviously too good to pass up. There's the new like bug catching thing where you can get grass Pokemon and grass energies, but that's not that consistent. You could run it, but when I got Earthen Vessel, I don't really see the point of running that. Maybe in a different deck. We max out the trekking shoes as well. Turbo based item draw, discard outlet, great stuff. And what else? I mean, I got the triple energy retrieval, some energy recovery too. Could be handy if you go overboard with discarding energies, losing energies. Handy thing. Maybe 3 is too much, but deck is working out so far. I got the 1 switch card. Switching outlets could be crucial in this deck. We got some big retreating Pokemon. I mean, Ogerpon only has 1 retreat. You put energies on him, so he's not really gonna get stuck and it's gonna be a problem. This guy too, Sandy Shocks. Same thing. I mean, it could get stuck, but he also puts energies on himself. But maybe sometimes, you know, they're gonna try and get another Raging Bolt stuck that doesn't have energies, then it could be a problem. And just having switching outlets is good in general. I'm only doing 1 because we got the Prime Catcher too as our A-Spec of choice. There's a bunch of new A-Specs with the latest set, but I think this is still just pretty much anywhere you splash it, it's going to be good. And I like having it in this deck, just pulling what I want to pull to kill and being a switching outlet. It's just really nice. Okay. And then, I mean, I think all that's left is the tools, right? Yeah, I've got the double Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. Don't have too much space for a lot of these. And yeah, I mean, I was going to have 4, and then I went to 3, and then I went to 2 because I had to include other cards. You put this on Raging Bolt, this should be pretty good still. And then the Forest Seal Stone to get that free card V-Star effect. That's about it. I don't think I've missed anything. I mean, just the supporters. Supporters is some standard stuff. You max out the Iono, good early draw supporter, disruption supporter, standard stuff. Boss's orders, 1 of this guy too, use it at the right time. Win the game, pull something. Then I got the 1 Irida, Good to have this card since we can grab water Pokemon too with Luminion. Get any item. This is pretty good because this can turn into boss's orders in a way. Because you can just get the Prime Catcher. Just too nice to pass up. And there's always some kind of item that we can grab that's going to be handy. So one of this is great. And then of course, the card that's going to make the deck work. Professor Sada's Vitality. This card is absolutely paramount to make sure you get those early energies on the Raikou. And then between your manual attachments and this card, you should be good in terms of energy acceleration on that guy. Now, of course, if your opponent is killing the Raikou too easy, then you're definitely going to want to have this all the time. And yeah, the deck is based around this card. I mean, item-based draw, a lot of deck thinning to get it. Luminion to try and get it too. Very important. And then I believe that's it. I don't have any stadiums. There's not really much space for it. Whatever you drop, you're going to feel the significance. So something like a stadium is a luxury. We're just trying to kill our opponent quickly enough. We're really just trying to set up consistently and quickly. And if you get a good early setup, get those manual attachments, and then you got room to breathe on the Raikous, even when they're killing them, you know, you can always attack with that guy, always get free energies with Ogerpon. You're going to always be able to retaliate with one-hit KOs. And this deck is just very powerful for this. But that's the trainers. Energies are going to be 14. We need a lot of energies to get our manual attachments and to utilize our Pokemon and combos too. So 3 and 3 for lightning and fighting. Raikou needs this. It needs one of each to work. So I didn't want to do like 2-2 and then you lose energies if they get in the prizes, you don't have enough, that kind of thing. I want to have enough. 3 and 3 should be good. And even sometimes you still might run out of one of each. That could be a problem. And then 8 grass energies. This is strictly for Ogerpon. Use his ability, draw stuff. Maybe manually attach some of them too. I don't know. But it should be a sufficient amount. Okay, and this is the Raikou Mask deck. Ogerpon and Raikou. I've seen other players using this deck. It's looking to be a meta deck or something that people are going to be considering. And it is pretty tough. Get the right list. It's going to be pretty tough. There's all sorts of other options you can utilize. Different cards like Superior Energy Retrieval. You can do like, I don't know, the Squawkabilly if you want to go turbo in that direction. All sorts of cards you can run. But yes, this is the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. I'll be posting a lot of matches naturally. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What-ay?